Hey guys, so I am 5 weeks post-op today. It's just kind of flying by, which is crazy for me. It has not been easy at all. Like, it just has not been easy. Where to start with this update? So after my last video that I did, I completely stalled in my weight loss. At the last time I told you guys what my weight was, I was at 353, and 3 weeks later I am only at 351.6. So I've lost almost a pound and a half in the last 3 weeks, which I cannot even explain to you how frustrating that is, and I don't recall that being something they went over in like the pre-op classes and stuff like that. But I did post in a Facebook forum for people who've had weight loss surgery and just asked if anybody else had had issues like that, and apparently it's super common to like right around like between like the 3 and 6 week marks to just plateau and not lose. Because I was following my diet, and that was what was so frustrating, was I was trying so hard. And after going through everything you have to go through to have weight loss surgery, plateauing 3 weeks in is so incredibly frustrating. Now, number one, I need to not weigh myself so often. One thing that I've noticed about myself is that I'm so fascinated with how quickly the weight was falling off that I just weighed myself every single day. I need to not do that. It's not good for me mentally. And body weight naturally fluctuates. I mean, I was on my period, and it just, especially being a woman, I feel like hormonally throughout the month, your weight just fluctuates naturally. So yeah, that was that. So right now, like I said, I'm at 351.6, which puts me at almost 44 pounds total weight loss and 20 pounds since surgery. So I'm still happy with that. I'm not complaining that I've lost 44 pounds. That's a really, really exciting, cool thing. A few things I'll touch on as far as like how I've been feeling. My incisions are pretty much all healed. They hurt only if I laugh really hard. So if somebody gets me laughing about something that's like ridiculously hilarious, my incisions hurt. Other than that, I'm fine. I drive fine. I'm not supposed to be lifting more than 25 pounds, but any of you moms out there of small children know that that's like almost impossible. So I seem to have been able to, I pick up my kids just fine. That doesn't seem to bother me. I just do it very slowly, carefully, and such. As far as my diet, I am officially today allowed to start soft foods. I can't even tell you how excited I am to be able to start soft foods, because up until this point I was on liquids and then purees. I was on purees for 3 weeks, and now I finally get to start soft food. I actually have been gradually getting myself to that point. Excuse me. Because I started getting to a point where I was like, if I don't have something with texture, I'm going to completely fall off the bandwagon. So I very, very slowly started adding in soft foods. I'm trying to think of examples like refried beans. What else would I do? There was something else that I did and I can't. Oh, I ate the insides of a burrito for Mother's Day because I was just like, no, I needed something for Mother's Day. I was so frustrated on Mother's Day because my husband isn't really a gift person for Mother's Day, and that's fine with me, but he usually makes me breakfast in bed and does like chocolate and stuff like that. But he was so like thrown off by my inability to eat that he kind of just like didn't know what to do, and so it was a really rough day emotionally, because when you get to those like holidays and birthdays or whatever where you generally would celebrate with food, I can't. And so that was really hard for me. So I did. I ate not the insides of an entire burrito, but I ate until I felt full and it was fine. I will be 100% completely honest with you. A few nights ago, I figured, okay, I'm getting really close to this soft foods portion of my diet, and so I shared some curly fries with Dan. And I must have eaten them too fast because I was so sick and I ended up throwing them up. So that is definitely one thing that I've been having to work on myself, is not eating too fast. Because there are certain foods where I feel like they're just more prone to being like just shoveled in your face, and I think French fries are one of those. So I definitely learned a lesson that day to just be more careful and actually like I know there are some people who've had weight loss surgery who will literally, until it becomes a habit, they will like 1, 2, like count how many times they've chewed something before they swallow it, which seems extreme, but when comparing like the pain from eating those French fries too fast to you know, do I want to throw up or do I want to count how many times I've chewed? I would rather count how many times I've chewed than throw up. I hate throwing up. But yeah, I feel like my water intake is getting better. I feel like my protein intake is going to be a lot better now that I can have like ground meat and like crock pot meat. I can't have like steak or chicken, like chicken breast, like grilled chicken breast. It's too hard. Or like pork chop. But I can have like a pork roast that's been slow cooked, or ground meat of any kind, you know. So I feel like my protein intake is going to be better. I have started eating eggs, which has been so helpful. What else? On my last video, I did have a couple questions asked. One of them was, how are my clothes fitting? Honestly, I don't have a huge difference in clothes yet, which is frustrating to me and maybe confusing to you, because I've lost almost 45 pounds, which for a much shorter person starting at a lower weight, that would be completely noticeable. But on my body, for those of you that don't know, I'm 5'11 and a half, so I'm pushing 6 feet. I'm very tall, I'm very broad. And unfortunately, my weight loss, like, people aren't really going to start noticing probably till I've lost like 20 more pounds. And that's unfortunately just how it is. My clothes don't even notice that I've lost weight yet. So pretty much all my clothes still fit me. Another question I had was, do I feel hungry? During the first 3 weeks, no, I didn't ever feel hungry. It was very much so, you eat when you're supposed to eat, or you're going to not get enough food. Now, my body is starting to tell me again. It doesn't feel quite the same. The only gurgling that I have now is when, like, my body's digesting. And it's not, like, loud gurgling. It's just, like, a bubbly feeling. But my body does tell me when I'm hungry now. But I try to keep up on my meals, too, so I'm not, like, falling behind. Oh, the other question was, how much weight do I have to lose before I can have the surgery that I need to correct my incontinence? So that is an interesting question. I actually called and asked my surgeon, and she said basically it's not really how much weight you lose. They just need me to lose weight. Initially, my weight wasn't the issue with not being able to have surgery. It was because I had had surgery very recently before, and they thought it was too soon. So they were like, since you have to wait anyways, why don't you try to lose weight? Because that would make it easier for us to do the surgery as well. So at this point, I think what I'm going to do is I have to be at least 3 months out of my weight loss surgery before I can have my bladder surgery. And so I've called them. I've left a message. I'm waiting to hear back. I'm basically just going to tell them, look, schedule me for 3 months out from my weight loss surgery, because no adult wants to be incontinent for any longer than they have to be. So I'm hoping that I'll be having that surgery end of July, beginning of August. And it would not surprise me. I don't want to put any, like, you have to be here, Jackie, before you have your surgery. But it would not surprise me if by that point I've lost around 70 to 80 pounds, which will put me in a relatively good place. But the thing with that is, once I can get my bladder functioning, I'll be able to actually start, like, exercising the way I want to. I used to, like, power walk. I used to do Zumba. I love doing, like, elliptical and stuff like that. I want to be able to do that, but I have such horrible anxiety about, like, having an accident in public, or, just stuff like that. I do have a recumbent bike in my basement, and I tried to use it the other day, and one of the pedals fell off, so I have to fix the pedal. But yeah, so I want to get to exercising, because I feel like that will really, really speed up my weight loss. I don't have specific weight loss goals, like when I want to be where. And I haven't, like, sat down and tried to figure out, like, when do I want to be to my goal weight. I don't even know what my goal weight is, because I've been over 200 pounds since I can remember. It would be amazing if I could get to, like, 195. That would just, like, blow my mind. You'd probably find me on the floor, just, like, shocked. But yeah, so I don't have, like, a goal weight yet. That's pretty much it. I don't have a goal weight. But I'd like to get under 200 if possible. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my update right now. I am going to be going on a road trip, which I'm both excited and nervous about. I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, generally, in my past, travel snacks were chips, licorice, crackers, like junk food, just junk food. And I'm having to figure out how to not eat junk food on a road trip. Because I don't want to gain weight. Like, in the past 3 weeks, my weight did go up. It went, I think it went up like a pound, and then down a couple pounds, and then up a pound and down a pound. So, I mean, I've been going up and down, and I want so badly to not have gone up when I get back from this road trip. So, I mean, I am having to discipline myself really well, and I really have to pack appropriately for my diet. So I'm going to be, like, making chicken salad. I'll be taking protein shakes. I'll be taking, like, avocado, yogurt, sugar-free pudding, stuff like that. Like, stuff that I know I'm allowed to have. And I'm also allowed to start branching out and eating other things. So I'm definitely going to be, like, doing a Costco trip or something soon, just to get stuff that I can have on my trip. The only other thing I want to mention is, as I'm getting further out from my weight loss surgery, I'm starting to think about, like, what diet do I want to kind of stick to help? Because I don't just want to go back to my old eating habits in just, like, smaller portions. That seems completely redundant and besides the point, and I feel like that would just kind of make my surgery pointless. So I'm leaning towards keto. If any of you have any experience with keto, please contact me, comment down below, whatever. I need all the information I can get, because I really think that's something I want to do. So yeah, I'm leaning towards doing the keto diet. But I'll definitely, like, keep you guys updated on that as well. So once again, I've only gotten down to 351 since the 353 from 3 weeks ago. So, but I'm trying really hard not to get discouraged. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys are doing great. Once again, if you have any questions, comment down below. let me know. I love answering questions about this, and I will definitely keep you posted. I'll probably do a video about what food I am taking with me on my trip as well. So yeah, that is it for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.